What if I told you the secret to changing your life isn't doing more, but doing less? What if the moment you stop fighting, struggling, and pushing, that's exactly when everything starts falling into place? It sounds impossible, right? We live in a world that teaches us to hustle harder, to chase our goals relentlessly, to never quit. But what if the real power lies in surrender? In stepping back and doing nothing? Neville Goddard, one of the greatest spiritual teachers of the 20th century, dared to say something radical. Stop everything now. Not stop dreaming, not stop wanting, but stop the endless chasing, the anxiety, the frantic effort. Why? Because the energy you spend forcing outcomes actually blocks what you desire. Imagine trying to catch a fish by splashing wildly in the water. The fish swims away, but when you stay still and quiet, it comes to you. The same is true with life. When you stop pushing, when you release control, you create space. Space for the universe to rearrange itself in your favor. This is a paradox that most never understand. Power is found in stillness, not struggle. Your restless mind is your biggest obstacle. It's constantly second-guessing, doubting, planning the right move. But that mental noise buries your true power, the power to imagine, assume, and quietly receive. Neville's teaching invites you to step into this stillness, to surrender, with faith so complete it doesn't require proof. Stay with me, because this simple shift will change everything you thought you knew about manifesting your deepest desires. Have you ever noticed how the loudest storms inside your mind drown out the calm whispers of your true desires? When fear, doubt, and worry roar, your vision blurs, and your dreams feel farther away than ever. Neville Goddard teaches us that the secret to manifesting is not pushing harder. It's finding the stillness within. Inner stillness is not just silence. It's a sacred space where your deepest wishes take root and grow. Think of your mind as a vast ocean. When the waters are turbulent, you can't see clearly beneath the surface. But when the ocean is calm, you glimpse treasures hidden below, treasures that have been there all along. This stillness is the secret weapon Neville insists we master. Why? Because your imagination, the very force that creates your reality, works best in quiet. When you imagine your goals with calm certainty, you send a clear, unshakable message to your subconscious mind. This message says, "This is already mine," and your subconscious responds by aligning your world to match this belief. But when your thoughts are chaotic, scattered, or desperate, your subconscious receives mixed signals, and your reality remains stuck. So, mastering inner stillness means learning to live in the end, as Neville calls it, feeling and believing you already possess what you desire, without anxiety or effort. It's like planting a seed and watering it gently, rather than digging it up every day to check if it's growing. In this calm, quiet space, your desires begin to manifest naturally and effortlessly. If you can learn to rest here, your outer world will follow. What if everything you see around you, your life, your circumstances, your relationships, is actually a reflection of what's happening inside your mind? Neville Goddard revealed a powerful truth. Your assumptions shape your reality, not your wishes, not your hopes, but your deepest, most consistent beliefs. This is the invisible law that rearranges reality itself. Most people assume from a place of fear and lack. They think, "I don't have enough," or "this will never happen for me." These assumptions create a wall that blocks what they want. But when you stop everything, stop the doubts, the what-ifs, the mental resistance, and instead, assume your desires are already yours, something incredible happens. The universe becomes like a mirror, perfectly reflecting your inner state. If your heart feels peace, confidence, and certainty, your outer world begins to mirror those feelings. Doors open, opportunities appear. People align with your vision. Neville called this the power of faith, the faith that exists without needing proof. It's a quiet knowing that your vision is already real, even if your senses don't yet confirm it. Living in this faith rewires your subconscious mind, aligning it with the life you want. The challenge? To hold this assumption steadily, without wavering when outside circumstances seem to contradict it. This is the subtle art of creation. Maintaining your inner conviction, no matter what the world shows you. Because when your inner world commands, with unshakable faith, your outer world has no choice but to obey. This invisible law isn't magic. It's the fundamental way your mind and reality interact. And once you understand it, you become the silent architect of your destiny. You've been told to keep pushing, hustling, and chasing your dreams. But here's the ultimate paradox that Neville Goddard revealed. The moment you stop everything, that's when life starts bending to your will. But what does it really mean to stop? It's not about giving up. It's not about quitting or losing ambition. It's about stopping the endless mental struggle, the exhausting effort to force results, control every outcome, or prove your worth. Picture a small boat caught in a raging storm. The more the sailor fights the waves, the more the boat is tossed and battered. But the moment the sailor stops resisting and lets the wind guide the sails, the boat finds a smooth passage through the storm. This is the essence of stopping. It's a conscious surrender, not to defeat, but to the flow of life itself. When you stop forcing your reality, you open a space, a quiet space inside, where your deepest desires can take root and grow. This space is sacred because it's free from fear, doubt, and frantic trying. Neville taught that your imagination is the gateway to this space, but it only opens when you stop the noise in your mind. You must stop doubting, stop questioning, and stop trying to control how and when your dreams manifest. Instead, surrender with faith so complete that you don't need proof. Feel your desire as if it is already fulfilled. Live in the end, as Neville says. Fully embody the reality you want to see. This is the power of faith. Not faith in the outcome, but faith in the creative process itself. At first, this feels counterintuitive. You want to see results. You want to feel progress. But those come only when you let go of the desperate need for control. You begin by creating moments of stillness in your day. Quiet your mind. Breathe deeply. Imagine the life you desire as if it's already here, not tomorrow or next year, but now. Feel the emotions, the joy, peace, and certainty as vividly as possible. When you do this consistently, your subconscious mind rewires itself. It no longer clings to old fears and doubts, but aligns with your new reality. Your outer world begins to change accordingly. People appear, circumstances shift, and opportunities flow toward you with ease. But this process tests your patience. Your old reality may linger. External evidence might seem to contradict your new inner state. This is where most people fail. They see no immediate change and revert to doubt and struggle. Neville's message here is crucial. Keep the faith without evidence. Trust the invisible, workings of your mind and the universe. Hold steady in your assumption that your desires are fulfilled, no matter what your senses report. This unwavering belief creates an unshakable foundation. It's the soil in which miracles grow, and miracles will grow, slowly, steadily, surely. Your life begins to bend around your new inner world. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, but the silent architect of your destiny. This power comes, not from action, but from being, from embodying the fulfilled state, from ceasing to resist, and from surrendering to the natural flow. It is a mastery that few reach because it requires courage. Courage to trust the unseen, to wait without despair, to believe when there is no sign. Yet, It is the greatest freedom you can know. When you stop trying so hard, the weight lifts. When you stop controlling, the doors open. When you stop resisting, life flows, smoothly, beautifully, effortlessly. You become the calm at the center of the storm, the still point where creation begins. So now, right here, right now, choose to stop the endless struggle. Choose to trust that your dreams are already yours. Choose to embody the peace and certainty of having what you desire. And watch, just watch, as everything bends to your will. Closing call. To action, remember this forever. True power is not in the struggle to control, but in the quiet surrender that commands reality itself.